Well, well. Well, Julian Rodriguez pulling the end for the 20th anniversary marathon that this is not what it seems to be compared to a few times as last time as 2015 and 2020 per se. Well, not the way how it used to be, but as a few months away at these very moments, a month and a half now is November. Now is the time that I'm recording this on October the 18th, 2025. So this year is about to end. Well, I don't think of this year has been a lot more terrible compared to last year of 2024. 2024 was a faithful 2014 era. This on a hidden mix as that term supposedly, I guess. Well, there's some say that things are about to end like this. Well, not the way it used to be, but pretty much hectic. Well, as the time I'm recording this on October the 18th, 2025, things have got the best to this into on and off, and that's kind of part of life. An exception as consider not comprehending, and because the fourth wall has been broken and some changes, and that's the way it's gonna be. As I'm like that quote about I'm getting too old for this at that time, that type of way. To be honest, online hasn't do much luck, but with the lucks of YouTube age verification, with AI, especially AI to all social media, and it isn't doing better with, especially with the Discord app that is because of the IP address and age verification that's affect to happen to other countries. But they say it hasn't affected in America yet, but it would be. Well, into the on and off mix, I have been very much pessimistic and very uninterested at times as being considered it, but I'm still rolling on this to go rolling to go forward on this for what's best for me. Well, things get the best for everyone else's, especially the folks who once known me and left me behind. Well, gonna have to tell this that this is just only the starting team as the crisis, the storm has begun its stupid letdown. And I really just don't care for much. The only optimistic thing that I mostly care is the following I have been getting this so far. So luckily, the following of mine, I have 300 followers to some site. And regardless or not, if I have scored it to 100 subscriber onto YouTube or not, or currently ongoing, at least I don't know the time predicted or changed up with, I have been stepping up a little bit more onto scenes, stepping up a little bit more onto scenes. Well, it's just well, it doesn't matter anymore how well, there has been slight improvements that I have been doing more of art commission to pay to other artists because of the stupid action I have done during this part spring of May, and that dead topic is about to be good and over with cause nothing hasn't changed and it's gonna remain like that, and it might change that until the future reference how things are going to be, which I really don't know how this is gonna handle this up to standard to online. Since people go out their own separate ways, it is what it is. Being honest, I am not gonna be mostly at perfection as I was once used to be, what things used to be. Well, I don't give the crappy that things had turned to a little mix, but there has been other flaws of downfall to ex-friends whom I once known. They already got their problem taken care of, but pity less and more, and I will not discuss about that matter of luck that, oh boy. Things doesn't get the best over things at once to it. A big reality how the era where we freaking live in. But it doesn't matter anymore. It just doesn't matter anymore as of this point, just to be honest with this nonsense. Well, into a conclusion, there has been ongoing process and for online that I'm about to have a following, and I have little more views that view on my other YouTube videos. Not one of the best, but other has seen it, and it's the only good step up. The making of the first time of the making nearly ages or years for having notification feedback, and that's something I want to hear from that. To be honest, with this comprehensive, I'm not comprehending onto online due to the fourth wall has been broken first and secondly from early of this year, but it's really quite don't matter. The only good thought that is this, that good thoughts are coming up soon because of my following is getting straightened up and my Discord server group straight up, I mean to say that things are gathering up more around to this, and as things the way it used to be, well, it's about to be big time coming soon, and you know that the golden age is coming, and it's already making up that promise back of last year, and now this is exactly happening. I really don't know how things are going to be. Really don't know. As things are not like the way it used to be, well, I'm gonna wish luck to the folks who once stayed with me gone, to wish them luck. And they won't even last long enough. And I don't wish really bad enough with that. This year wasn't too bad into the mixture, but it would have been a lot better compared to 2015. And time just went so fast. And I think we're on our time of era that we're about to end off the decades of 2020 and to see if coronavirus still go out for much longer with this. Well, as getting older, refuse to ask about my own age, understand that. As getting too old for understand for online because of stupid decline and things like that, which is millions of time of online, and I really don't comprehend into online now that a trend of change for me is really starting. Patient with others for respond and reply, things like that, but this is not going to be easy to understand, to tell you the truth about. And unless you count on the decline of deviant art, which I have been dragged into to someone unnecessary drama because I took someone artwork because of re-upload, how I reacted of being upset to that person because of blocked it off, and I listened to that person, and it is an ongoing process with that. Which I revised my folks and supporter, followers and friends don't get involved to that. Instead, DeviantArt has fallen so bad. For instance, how online is going through the decline. How DeviantArt falling so bad because of stolen art theft. With that's the case of this one, which I can't do anything about on DA because I abandoned it and have to see the response of that person, and because of the scam. But the list goes endless that we see this. It's just so sad how things really goes onto online for 15 years of the making that is increased it worse to it. Even 19 years ago, but now that I don't remember what happened, hardly remember 19 years ago, was I'm pretending or not, how things are like that. Overall, time for me to grow out of online for good now that this is just everyday trends and it doesn't do justice and I'm not comprehending and it just strongly is sad. But there's nothing to do a lot more better with this for this so-called everything as it gets. Well, this is not like 2017 or 2015 or 2005 no more. And now those days are really gone. Well, as a big promise that now I started a following big time, hitting score for 300 followers at some site, Instagram. Well, rather or not if I got it back or not, but it took a longer while. I'll have to see about that. Instagram being hit for 300 followers and some other somewhat-ish, but not really. That things are stepping it up, that things are popping up, which is surely is happening. Surely that is happening. Ever since a year and a half ago that started that trend, and it actually worked. And I had to promote myself so much, which I kind of did. As about to grow out of online, which haven't got myself a job, financially, stably, is at risk. Mostly with the luck, with real life matters. My disability provider for helping me find a job is taking too long. This country really stink on the purpose lane that my providing for my service for my disability is it really stinks, and for finding a new job. And as currently I have a different service under the service I have with two individuals for going out community, which is for Monday to Thursday compared to the last few years I got it ever since. Well, that really kind of goes to. So I'll put aside on this online community decline and mix. Well, I have one of my cousin's surgery on about his privacy, but he's recovering, doing great. We're at Maryland, and his privacy part was horrendously horrible, but that's something is to fix the problem from illness, and that's really is from that. And I had to be away from online from all these time and talk a little bit, and a day and a half also. You know, online is not like it used to be. and I'm feeling a little mellowly uninterested. Well, at least I have some friends and folks, the artists who do commission, who are my current friends, and new friends who are real people and good people after all. That means a lot. They're still trying their best, but it's really hard to understand when they are busy with stuff or life and things. It's so not easy to understand. Now I feel like uninterested mellow. I am sorry. I am sorry. Even though it has been one of the part of the scenes for online, it's been a terrible summer for me. A heck of a lot of a terrible summer for me. Since because of Memorial Day weekend when that topic is dead. But as of this topic, it remained unknown for this. Future is unknown to change. Because of that person remaining Discord app, I don't know. And even that goes to Instagram, I refuse to get back on both accounts. Even for Instagram, for example, for Instagram, how I abandoned that account. I don't know it was unfollowed or cut off because formable love. And that topic is really old, to be honest. That I'm not going to use my dead Instagram account, and that goes to my dead Instagram for friends account also. Now that scenes have made that way, nothing had changed until further notice had changed. And I haven't been best to do our commission, which I have been doing a lot of promising and focus on these tasks. And it's been really something on me how I've been hard-headed when it comes to our commission. But that was in the past. Now I have been doing self-improvement with this. Nobody likes to do our commission. That's understandable reason. And that's relatable. But as today's standard, people have their own business that they do AI art and prefer requests. Says there's a strong decline about it. And now there has been stupid decline. Hearing this a lot on YouTube and social media. This is just a little bit hit and mix onto this. As the video update will be uploaded for this time and until the very next month. This is where I'm going to pay my way for my 20th anniversary, and it's not much of a great celebration compared to Disney 100th years anniversary. Nothing much. Really is nothing much. To be honest, to be really honest on this, online hasn't been one of their best fairness until things just start to kick in. Those days are about to be coming to come ahead. Like this is the end of the world. Like world. That's how I see in comparison War on the World. What that happens to do with Tom Cruise movie and other adaptation, which is defined one of the very best films of all time, you know. Which I have seen that movie before, and that movie still holds up at the original film, which is really mimicking as falling building that it is destroyed. Well, it just doesn't matter, not anymore. As of these lanes, well, we already have seen the first ones that this has been the most tragic. But even so, to re-upload the old video flashback is coming to an end for the 20th anniversary of my debut online when I came online back in 2005. People don't remember those days of online surfing, but I could care less. I could care really less. People don't remember those, and I remember those days in early 2000 and mid 2000, but those days have long been gone when I first joined online, and afterward this, and then years progressed with this. It doesn't seem promising as propaganda. So question is, well, I will make my afterthought how this year really goes now that I'm about to wrap it up for everything for my 20th anniversary. But my thought for this year will be explained it until November once I do the video recording and the video recording, aka the voice recording about my thought of this year. It was hit and mix, but 2024 was 2014 faithfully better. Well, it's all well to end well. As this is just like the end of the show, I'm about to wrap up things for the next status for December and November update video. The year is about to be over like the usual. Who knows? Maybe this will be a lot of making it up to do for a few years to come to go onward with I'm about to do a real following coming up soon. There's no promise, but we'll see about this. Until then, see you on December video update. Until then, happy Halloween and happy Falls.